Good morning, Judy here from Thistledew Creations, and I've got a Happy Mail haul for you. I've been staying at my dad's, as I keep mentioning in my videos, and so when I come home once a week or so, I'm getting like a lot of Happy Mail at once, which is kind of fun. So I've got 4 envelopes here to go through for you. This one is from Susie Grizzled in Sarnia, Ontario, so not terribly far from me. So she's put everything in, folded into this snippet of very, very old newspaper. Something that most people would probably just throw in the garbage or throw in the wood stove, but I'm really happy to have it. Thank you very much. It's just lovely, grungy. I don't know what got it wet, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'll find some cool ads in there, maybe even just some snippets of this for background would be good on ATCs and carton tags and stuff. So I may even do a video with this today and use it up, because I was thinking that I should do some arm's length crafting and just use up the stuff that's on my desk. And so because this is going to be difficult to store, I think I would rather just use it up. So thank you for participating in this swap with me. Hope you'll find these useful in your crafting journey. All the best, Fran. I can't remember for sure, but I think she was part of my 500 subscribers, and I sent out Happy Mail to everyone that let me know that they subscribed to get me over the 500 mark. And now I'm over 650. So I'm doing all right. A little bit more every day. I don't even know what kind of paper this is. It may be some sort of a sketchbook or something, but just some stamped images. I love this sort of stylized rose. I love that a lot. And then some embossed mauve paper and some other things where it looks like she's been doing some mark making on sewing pattern paper or something like that. It's that thickness. And then these look to be maybe jelly prints with some mark making on them, or just layers and layers of paint. This one has a really neat, I think it was already on cardstock, but it just has a lot of layers built up on it. It's very interesting. So I'll use snippets of those in my tags and ATCs. And then here's a beautiful butterfly. My guess is that it is stamped. Or maybe it's napkin over top of this card from the looks and the texture. It could very easily be napkin. Yeah, that's what it is. Lovely. I love playing with napkins. And then another one that gives me the feeling of, it's watercolor paper. She's done it in May. I think that would be her MFB. Yeah, MF Baudet. So 8 of 16. So she's numbered this as if it's part of a series. I wonder if this is another size that people trade, or if it's just art that she's done and cut up and numbered. I'd be interested to know if you wouldn't mind commenting and letting us know what this numbering system is for. It might just be for your own art. And then another piece of this kind of crinkly parchment paper with dots all over it and splatters. Very cool. And then some more of these stylized roses. And this is almost a fabric-y paper. Love the colors. Kind of coppery orange. And then like a mustard yellow on, again, like a tissue paper. Mustard yellow and black. I could see using this with some bee items. And then this also looks to be maybe jelly print. I don't have a jelly plate, and it's kind of intriguing to me. This is really pretty colors. Some of the stuff that I've seen people do with jelly printing isn't very pretty, but I think you have to look at it in a different context, like as a background for something that is really pretty but has all the right colors in it. And if you like the colors, you can still find beauty in it. I find it difficult if I really don't like the colors that it's done in. And then this is some cellophane tape that she's used, I believe, alcohol ink. So she stuck it down onto parchment paper so that you can still use it as tape. I believe that's going to be true. Yeah, you can get it off of the parchment paper and it's still sticky. So you stick it down to the parchment paper and then you do what you're going to do to it with the alcohol inks. And you've got to have just the right shades of browns and yellows to make it look like that old used Scotch tape that you sometimes see. Like I actually had a vintage book like this that had been taped together, and some old music books that had been taped together, and the tape had gone like this naturally over time. It used to be more yellowy than it is today with the clear tapes that we have today. So that was a really interesting Happy Mail package, and it gives me ideas of what to send people to, because I always try to mix it up and send different people different things. Not that I'm going to resend these things. I'm probably going to use these things. And I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong name. That wasn't Susie from Sarnia. That was MF Baudet from Salmon Arm, BC. I got to keep these straight for myself. Who gave me what? So that was a nice little envelope full of stuff. And then I've been saving all the envelopes, and I'm hoping to use the stamps and the envelopes in different projects. So this one's from Susie from Sarnia. And it's a nice quality envelope with the pebbled texture to it. I really love those. And so it goes with this note card, I believe, which is a nice botanical with some blueberries. Cornus Stolonifera must be the Latin name for blueberries. And it's red Osler dogwood. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Red Osler dogwood. So it just happens to have blue berries. And it's an artist in Granville County, Ontario from 1990. Printed for the Canadian Wildlife Federation. That's pretty cool. And then inside of that, this was for some wishes on one of the Facebook groups. And I've been wishing for several weeks now for Viewmaster discs. And this is the first one anyone has had that they were willing to part with anyway, to send me. So the envelope, or the pouch that it came in, says 7 more wonders of the world, 3-dimensional pictures. But the disc itself is Puss in Boots, which is fine. I'll use this in one situation and I'll use this in another situation. But yeah, it's Puss in Boots, and I think it's like cartoony pictures. But of course, this is something from my childhood. We had a Viewmaster and they were popular when I was a kid, so I find that to be a very nostalgic shape. I did get a stamp that will stamp this shape, and I'm on the lookout for a die cut machine that will do it. I think I've got a lady sending me some die cuts, and I asked her to do them just in a creamy paper. Hopefully she'll do them in cardstock so they feel real. And then redwoodretro.com. I don't know if that is her business. I'm going to look it up online and see if it's possible that that's her business. It could just be a business in her area that she's picked this up. There's nothing really on the back as far as any other way to contact the company, so I'm going to look it up online. And then there's a little oval picture of a portrait, and it almost looks like it has a gummed back. And then tiny little cardstock art cards, really, really cute. I'll definitely be able to use those. And then a vintage Easter postcard, which has vintage writing on it. So Miss Edith Kirby, Lamartine, Ohio. So it's interesting to me that that's the only address that was needed. This was in 1914, April 8th, 1914. So the only address that she needed was the person's name in the town, the town and state. Didn't need her street address or anything. And it obviously got sent through the mail. Post stamp is upside down. Postmarked 1914. That is a treasure for me. That's going in my vintage box. It'll go in an Easter journal eventually, just as it is. No need to embellish. And then these, I think, might be rub-ons or just vellum that you would find a way to glue down or stick down. A little bit of words to use. And these ones are stickers that come off easily off the backing. Little home sweet home, little words and stuff. I'm always looking for things like that. And then some gold foil 6x6 paper. That'll go right into my bling drawer to be used as, probably ripped up and used as accents. And then this is one of my favorite things in the whole envelope, is the die cut bee. I don't have this die, I don't think. If I do, I haven't used it yet. I've got a lot of bee stamps, but not a die yet. So I'll probably be on the lookout for something like that because I can use that in a lot of ways. I love bees. And then another couple of thinner paper. These do look like they're gummed labels, and they have like a postage stamp type serrated edge around them. So these might have been out of a book or something. This says the Dancer, National Gallery of Art, Washington. And this one says Dance at Bougival, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. So it's probably an art scrapbook or workbook or something that you would cut these out and paste them down on a page in the book. And then some cardstock, which has this really beautiful tile pattern on one side and then ledger on the other side. So those will make awesome tags. I'll probably just split each of these in half, make them into tags, and decorate this side a little more. In fact, that could be a great arm's reach project for me today as well. I'm going to try to keep a couple things out to play with, make a couple more videos. And then this paper is, again, more like a cardstock quality. I don't usually go in for browns and yellows very much, but this is beautiful. This is a beautiful, subtle design, and I love the backing. I'd love to see more of this paper with the sort of cloudy look, and then you can see there's also like a Moroccan tile wallpaper look here. So I would just love to see a bigger piece of this. If anyone has any, it would be on my happy mail list, request list. So I'll put that in a drawer with appropriate colors. And then another little, I guess this is a little note card because it's got a plain back. It looks like the official fold that you would see on a card. Just a little birds and flowers. Beautiful. That's one of my favorite colors. And then inside it was a bunch of fussy cuts. And I don't often think to send fussy cuts to people, but I really like getting them. So maybe I will start sending fussy cuts in my Happy Mail packages. So this little girl is adorable. And then these are just little punched out butterflies from Book Page, which is an ingenious idea. Like there's so many ways you can use that. And then just the word home, and just a vintage camera stamped onto some Book Page and fussy torn around. Love that. And then the little bear on the bicycle with the rabbit in the basket. I love them. So I definitely think I have a little file, a box with paper bags in it that I sort my different fussy cuts into. So I may start pulling some things out of there to give in my Happy Mail, especially if it's a certain theme that the person's looking for. So that's a great package of Happy Mail. I love getting all these things. They're so much fun to play with. And I will try to use some of it up today. Not all of it, of course, but I do want to make some tags out of that paper. And so that's her. And then two more here. We've got Christy Glebe from Burke Burnett, Texas. And Christy belongs to a group that I was in on Facebook. I was an active member. I was having a lot of fun in this group. And then I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, they were complaining that I was posting too many videos, which is mostly what I do to share my stuff. I do post some pictures, but I do post a lot of my YouTube videos because that's how I show my things. Anyway, I did get a comment from Christy that I had been showing. A lot of people said that I was showing too many videos. And then the next thing I know, I'm blocked from the group. And I said to her, what's going on? Why did you block me? I'll back off. Like, duly noted. And she said that one of the other admins said that I had blocked her, and I hadn't. So I don't know what goes on behind the scenes on YouTube. It's the same thing with Facebook. Sometimes things happen that we didn't do. Like, I know I didn't even hit the button by mistake to block somebody, because I'm sure it always asks you, are you sure you want to block this person? And I would never do that. I might unfollow someone so that I don't see their stuff in my feed, but I don't unfriend anybody and I don't block anybody on YouTube or on Facebook. So anyway, she sent me this little package in Happy Mail, probably before that incident, because I had sent out, she had requested in the Facebook group that her mom was going through a hard time, and would everyone send her a card? So I did. I had some homemade cards that I sent out to, one for her and one for her mom, and they were beautiful. I didn't even want to part with them, but she got them, and then thanks so much for the beautiful card and Happy Mail for both me and my mom. It means so much to me. Hugs, Christy, and thank you for making Mom smile. So I'm really glad that you and your mom enjoyed the cards, and I really love this little thank you card that you sent me with the dimensional look to it and the very vintage look to it. I absolutely love it. It makes me want to make stuff like this. And I don't know if it's a vintage one. I don't think so, because it does have a barcode on it. But it's vintage style for sure. And then these little tickets that are ticket shaped, but they're birds and flowers and parts of advertisements and stuff. So probably die cut with a die cutting machine, I would guess. I even like the way it has the hole cut at the top. And then a piece of washi tape, paper backed washi tape, which I'll put in with my collection. So Christy, I really don't know what happened with the group, and I don't want to say the group name because I don't think I can get it right, but you had suggested, Christy, that I try to join the group again, and I can't find it. I have looked and done searches every couple of days, thinking maybe once I'm blocked for a certain amount of time, it will show back up for me, but it's just not showing up. So if you've changed the name of the group, do let us know in the comments. If you want to put the name of the group in the comments so that other people can join the group, then please do so. No problem with having you use my video to get some new group members. But also, if you figure out a way to share or invite me or have me back in the group, I would really like to be in the group. I'm in a lot of groups, and it really kind of hurt my feelings to be tossed out. I didn't think I did anything wrong. And then this last envelope is from Esther Thompson from Benton, Louisiana. And I just love the postage stamp. It's one of their forever postage stamps. I can't wait to use a bunch of these. And this one came with this beautiful little note card, the Paper Studio, Oklahoma City. And it's these lovely painted stripes. Thank you for the trade, Esther. So this is an ATC trade. And this is the card that we traded for. Choose to Smile. It's a butterfly with some bling and a different piece in the back as the card. And then I like your sticker, Esther, that you use on the back with the splotches of paint. Choose to Shine, 1 of 2, January 2nd, 2024. So this one's been hanging around for a little while. And then that's the sleeve that it was in. And then just some snippets of paper. We usually include some sorts of little Happy Mail extras in the swaps for ATCs as well. And I just throw them in the drawer, my color drawer here, and just use them up however. I might keep these out to use with this paper today, just to see if I can make some of those work. And I'll just show you while I've got the ATC here. I wasn't sure if there was ATCs in these bundles or not. I couldn't remember. But what I do when I get a new ATC is I have these translucent Post-it notes that I put the person's name and address on. I'll just put her name on it for now. Esther Thompson. And then I continue and put her address. And then I will put down at the bottom, you know, if there's a certain specific way that I met this person, which group she was in, or if she was a customer, or if she's someone I know, or knows a friend of a friend, or whatever the connection is, I usually make a note of it. And then I put these in my ATC binder. So I've done a couple of videos, flip throughs of my binder. I won't do one today, but I will do one in the spring. So if you want to watch for that to come out, you can see all the different ATCs that I've collected from all over the world, as well as a sampling of the ATCs that I have made. So I trade a lot of them, but I always try to keep one example of each series or type that I do. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me open my Happy Mail today, and I will get it sorted away and get on and make a couple more videos for you today. Because of being in at my dad's, I'm not behind yet, but I'm almost out of videos for February. So I'll be doing a couple today to get myself caught up and ready to roll for the next month. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Most of all, have a great day.